Hello, I'm United Transportation Union Vice President Robert Curley. In May of 2009, I was assigned by UTU President Mike Futhy to assist some of the General Chairmen on CSXT with negotiations involving a possible uniform agreement governing the UTU crafts working on CSX's southern region. When I joined this process, the National Mediation Board had already appointed mediator Zachary Jones to help facilitate these negotiations. And through the remainder of 2009, several negotiating sessions took place. Those negotiations culminated in a contract proposal that you, the UTU members on CSX, will ultimately decide to accept or reject under the membership ratification process outlined in our UTU Constitution. Typically, agreements governing wages, benefits, and work rules on most of America's railroads take place in what has come to be known as national handling. Under that procedure, various general committees throughout the country authorize a UTU negotiating committee, appointed and led by our international president, to represent them in contract negotiations. The various rail carriers in turn give their power of attorney to a team of rail labor relations officers known as the National Carriers Conference Committee. These two negotiating teams then bargain for a contract that will apply universally and uniformly on all of the involved properties. As a member of UTU's National Negotiating Committee myself, I certainly understand the advantages of national handling. It's true that there is strength in numbers, and there is something to be said for uniformity of rules and economy of effort. On the other hand, this national approach to bargaining in our industry makes it extremely difficult to address unique differences in the operations, the bargaining history, and the individual contracts on the various railroads. By tackling the challenge of contract negotiations on the property rather than in national handling, your General Chairman were able to address many of those uniquely CSX issues. This UTU contract proposal on CSX is an uncommon event in the railroad industry. It's not often that any General Chairman has the chance to sit at the bargaining table himself and negotiate a comprehensive collective bargaining agreement tailored specifically to the unique circumstances and interests of his membership. And it's even less common to find a group of General Chairmen who possess the courage and the stamina and the cooperative spirit necessary to complete such negotiations together. I congratulate and commend General Chairmen John Hancock, Randy Pullen, Jim Townsend, and Johnny Willis for their success in reaching this proposed CSXT Southern Region Agreement so that you, the members, could have this opportunity. In this short video, I'll not attempt to explain the proposed contract item by item. The involved General Chairmen have already done that in numerous meetings conducted at various locations throughout the involved territory. The proposal itself has been distributed for review, and questions and answers prepared by the General Chairmen are available online at www.utu851.org. Your General Chairmen have worked long and hard at the bargaining table to offer you this alternative to traditional national handling. In addition to modest general wage increases that apply to your basic daily rates of pay, this proposal also provides for profit-sharing bonuses based on the company's overall performance, plus up to 50 shares of CSXT stock annually in recognition of your personal performance on the job. Additionally, this proposal guarantees an automatic increase in your basic daily rates of pay at the end of the contract period to match the higher general wage increases that we fully expect will come as a result of a national contract settlement. Other wage and rule enhancements include continuous pay for time held away from home and increases in away-from-home meal allowances, increased pay rates for local freight and road switcher assignments, additional vacation time for tenured employees, and the expansion of seniority rights that provide significant additional work opportunities with no force assignment beyond current parameters. Many of these enhancements would be impossible to obtain in national handling, and you owe it to yourself and your family to evaluate this proposal fully and fairly and determine whether it provides an acceptable combination of compensation, work rules, and employment security for you and your family. Now, there may be attempts to compare this proposal with some other agreement on CSX or some other carrier, or to speculate how this proposal might compare overall to a national agreement once those negotiations are concluded. But any such attempt is really pointless. The scope and the content of every agreement are different, and this agreement, like every agreement, must stand or fall on its own merit. And that brings me to my final point, which is to encourage you to exercise your right as a UTU member to cast your vote in this ratification process. UTU is proud of its democratic structure, but like any democracy, ours works only if our members participate. Don't let others make this important decision for you. Discuss this proposal with your family and with fellow UTU members. Ask questions if some provision is unclear. Make the choice that's right for you and return your ballot promptly. Thank you for your interest in this process and for taking time to view this video.